This week we're going to have two discussions again. And for your first message, in discussion 1, level 1 reaction, you're basically going to think of reaction or satisfaction evaluation questions. And the discussion prompt is going to ask you to compare and contrast good and poor reaction satisfaction evaluation questions and their responses. And it'll ask you to explain why the good ones will provide the needed reaction satisfaction type of data and what is the value of that data. And then also, what does the data allow you to say or know about the training or educational materials. And then for discussion 2, you're going to review the level 1 data analysis and tools described on this week's readings. And you're going to reflect on the strengths and weaknesses of that type of evaluation, and you're going to share with the rest of us what you have learned about level 1 evaluation. Now, for the responses of your classmates, what I would like for you to do in discussion 1 is that you analyze your classmates' responses and dissect them based on what you read and what you interpreted from the readings. So, how compatible is the classmates' assessment of good and reaction and satisfaction questions for the data type needed with the readings? What they said is compatible with the readings or not? How valuable will the data be according to what you read in the readings? Maybe the classmate said it'll be very valuable, but what you read in the readings actually does not agree with that. You want to help your classmate really clarify what they're saying. And how accurate is your classmates' assessment of what data will allow them to say or know about the training educational materials based on your interpretation of the readings? Maybe you saw that the classmate said that this is what they'll be able to know based on the questions they chose, and you agree with that because Kirkpatrick and Kirkpatrick said that so and so. And so that's how I would like for you to approach responding to your classmates. With regards to discussion number 2, how does your classmates' assessment of the strengths and weaknesses of this type of evaluation fare based on the readings? Do you agree with them? But why do you agree with them? Well, you agree with them because you read Kirkpatrick and you know for a fact that these are the strengths and these are the weaknesses, and you point that out. And how grounded is your classmates' learning about level 1 evaluation on this week's readings? Is it compatible? Does it make sense? Is it aligned with what Kirkpatrick and Kirkpatrick suggested for guidelines, for examples of reaction sheets, for approaches, process, methods, etc.? As a reminder, I want you to make sure that you post the minimum number of messages in each forum. Remember to post on time. Remember to address all prompts. Don't leave anything out of the conversation. If you leave anything, you will lose points from your initial or replies. And also incorporate the readings. Be sure to cite the readings in your text, not just provide the reference to the textbook at the end of your message without any kind of in-text citation. You want to make sure you do that. Also, you want to analyze what you read against your experience. Sometimes we read things that don't make sense because we've tried them in our workplaces and they have not worked, and these are the reasons why they have not worked. It's wonderful if you can do that. This is something that's nice to have. It's not required. And the other thing is, if you remember, oh, I read this from another class and it actually contradicts what the author in this class is saying, this is also a good way to make connections between what you've read in this class and what you learned in another course in the program or from elsewhere. Regarding deadlines for your first message in each forum, you will want to post by September the 10th. And for your replies in each forum, you will want to post by Saturday the 13th. And all posts are required by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.